The Daily Gratitude Journal, Day 4. My resume of gratitude about the 30th of May 2020. It was an interesting Saturday. I slept in long and then I just got up and I started slow. Yeah, I was like, it's weekend, no obligations, I didn't have anything planned, so I was like taking it slow. And I started filling my bath. I was in the mood to have a nice long meditation in the bath. And then I opened my phone and there was a whole bunch of messages from different people. And one of them was from the chairman of the food bank. And basically he was asking if I could be somewhere. And I looked at the hour, actually 2 locations. I was like, fuck. That means that I have less than an hour to lay in my bath to have a proper meditation. I was like, come on. I mean, it takes 20 minutes to fill the bath. I mean, it's almost not worth it if you cannot stay at least an hour just relaxing and not having to look at your clock, because basically I just go in and I just relax, and once I'm finished, then I get up and then I discover I stayed for 40 minutes or for 1.5 hours, sometimes 2 hours. I mean, I realize that I passed the hour when I need to add warm water again, and I had to make calls because 2 locations meant too much for me to carry on my own, and especially the second location generally has like a lot, and I couldn't reach the people who normally can drive me, and in the end I found somebody. And we found a structure, and he was actually going to sacrifice his time with his girlfriend. And so I went into the bath. I made sure I had my mobile with me on airplane mode, but then to have the clock. And so I stayed for, I think, half an hour or so, maybe a little bit more if I'm lucky. But I wasn't really managing to fully relax. And then when I got out, and I was like, okay, let's dress up and get ready to go out. And then I switch on my phone, and on that moment, I see a message saying canceled. And so I called and was like, yeah, the guy who was supposed to go, who was contacted much earlier today, just had responded that he could finally go. I mean, finally responded that he could go. And I was really annoyed because I cut my meditation short, and I was really pissed off, to be honest. And then I looked outside, and I mean, it was funny actually. Before the whole shit started, I switched on my computer, and I mean, before even the bath, and I wanted to check my email and stuff while the bath was filling. And then it was really interesting. I saw I will pause the video for a second because I need to I made a drawing of what I saw. 1 second. So that was literally 1 second, right? I'm so fast. Yeah, that's the advantage of pausing. So I was standing here. I mean, I was clicking the password and enter, and I didn't even sit down. And then I hear, and I see this in only black and white, gray colors, gray shades. And then within a second, I see a white light going down and a boom. It was a lightning that struck straight in front of my window. And I was like, okay, I believe I even smelled something, or I thought I saw something of smoke. I didn't see outside. Actually, I forgot to really check, but I didn't see anything like there was where the lightning struck. But what was interesting is that it crossed my mind a few days back when I was walking the park, and it started. A storm started, and there was thunder and lightning, and I was thinking about, like, yeah, people get struck by lightning all the time, and then most of them they survive, and then you hear all these stories of them. I mean, the third eye opening up or whatever it is that's happening because they start to see things, to know things, and of course the very scientific minds of you will say, oh yeah, those are chemicals in the mind. Yeah, well, doesn't matter. But I actually heard and saw the lightning before it physically happened. I saw its energetic, yeah, fingerprint or whatever it is, and that was really interesting. It was like I had a glimpse of half a second into the future. But it was creepy because I was like, okay, how are my electronics? But everything is working fine. I mean, I have those extension cables with switch boxes that have fuses in them and so, but still, I mean, if lightning really hits the building, I'm not sure everything will be okay. So fast forward, um, when I got my cancellation message, I was like, ah, damn it, my meditation is gonna start. And then I look outside and the sky started to turn blue. The sun was shining again. I was like, oh, okay, maybe I should simply go to the park. And so I went out, and the sky really totally cleared. It completely changed the weather. And I had actually my meditation in the park while walking, enjoying some fruits from the tree, and then sitting on a bench in the sun, relaxing. I had a friend of mine texting me some beautiful insights, some nice quotes. Caught up with another friend, and it was just super peaceful. And yeah, I think I spent like close to 3 hours in the total of the two parks because they're very close to each other. So I start with one, and then from that one I get out and I cross the street. I'm in the next one. It was really an amazing, amazing time. Yeah, it was interesting because one of the things my friend texted me was when I was sitting on the bench was something about maybe I'll literally put the text on screen. And then I fully understood why I had to be rushed, because that was the only way for me to get my real grounding and my real meditation and my insights and my peace, because I really need nature. And also nice when I was doing my exercise of this 8-week program that I'm doing, um, I had to state which are the most important things and my biggest passions in life. And what I'm really passionate about is my balance. That has improved a lot. My balance in life in general, and then um, great food. I don't know the order exactly, but great food and connecting with nature in different ways. I mean, it came back in different ways, like going to the seaside, swimming, snorkeling, scuba diving, um, grounding, connecting with the green around you. And that was exactly what I also was experiencing today. And so in the end, today was a perfect day, and I had just to be rushed to get out because I slept in really long. So the moment was like, okay, you need to get ready because the storm will pass, and then you can go to the park. I mean, the benches were still wet and stuff, but it was great, and the fruits were so sweet. So it was a wonderful day. I had a nice meal when I came home. I just relaxed watching some interesting documentaries, and yeah. So this is me counting my blessings for today. And because I made the different calls, I got another person to be willing to help out with the food bank, and one person from the food bank will be able to help out a friend of mine who lives in a remote area of the city, but they happen to live in the same area. So when the guy is doing work for the food bank, he can also take food with him on his way home to drop off at her place. Single mom with 2 kids. So perfect. So everything, all the bits and pieces of the puzzle came together in the end. That's why today was a perfect day. See you in the next video. Have a good one. Like, subscribe, and share.